Okay, for 99, they want us to solve absolute value equations. The book went into an inside or looking inside method. I'm going to solve them all the traditional way. You're more than welcome to solve them looking inside. Take a look in the book at their example. So for A, right, I have 9 plus 3x equals 39. So I break it into 2. I get 9 plus 3x equals 39. And 9 plus 3x equals negative 39, right? The opposite of the right-hand side. I subtract 9 from both sides, and I get 3x equals 30. Divide by 3, and I get x equals 10 for that one. Over here, I subtract 9 from both sides, right? And I get 3x equals negative 48. Divide by 3. And I get x equals negative 16, right? So in set notation, the answer would look like negative 16, 10. Okay, the next one, B, let me make some space. I have absolute value 2x plus 1 equals 10. So I have 2x plus 1 equals 10, and 2x plus 1 equals negative 10. So subtract 1 from both sides, right? Minus 1. I have 2x equals 9. Divide both sides by 2, and I get x equals 9 halves. Next one, subtract 1 from both sides. 2x equals negative 11. Divide both sides by 2, and I get x equals negative 11 halves. So I would write that in set notation, negative 11 halves. 9 halves for B. Okay, the next one, C. Let's make some space. C. I'm going to split this right away. So I have negative 3x plus 9 equals 10, and negative 3x plus 9 equals negative 10. Subtract 9 from both sides. Gives us negative 3x equals 1. Divide by negative 3, and I get x equals negative 1/3. Same for the second equation. Subtract 9 from both sides. Negative 3x equals negative 19. Divide by negative 3, and I get x equals 19/3. So I write this in set notation, negative 1/3, 19/3 for C. And the last one, D, let me make space. I'm going to break it right in half. So the first equation, I just strip away the absolute values and write everything the way it is. And the second equation, I have 3.2x minus 4 equals the opposite of what was there. So it was negative 5.7, so now it's 5.7. Now we add 4 to both sides. All right, add 4. So I get 3.2x equals negative 1.7. Divide by 3.2. Oh, actually, as I'm doing this, as I'm calculating along, I missed, and this is a good thing for you to see. I was kind of crunching through here, and I said, ooh, 1.7 over 3.2. That's interesting. But then I looked back just to make sure I wrote the question right? Because, it didn't seem like it was coming out well. And indeed, I wrote the question right, but I forgot to take one quick look. An absolute value, no matter what's inside, can never yield a negative number, right? Because the absolute value is the distance from 0 on a number line, and a distance can never be negative. So this was useless work, right? Good thing I went back to check to see if I wrote the question right. So when the absolute value of anything equals a negative number, the answer is no solution, right? There is no value of x you're going to put in there that's going to make that absolute value come out negative. So that's no solution.